Please, can we go back? I have money. I can pay you. Wait. Is that where we're going? I mean, that place looks amazing.
Hey everybody, we're back. This is a lot of stuff to cover. This is going to be the very last show of October. I'm going to miss the next two, but then we're back on November 2nd. There's that. Also, one of the a player I've never beaten. Keep seeing him on MTG or Pauper Classic Tuesdays. What is it? It's Fred Hawk. That's right. And he's got this channel. So go on over. If you haven't liked and subscribed to us, please do that. And then if you can, check this guy out. The link will be in the chat. Getting his channel going. Really cool player. Like I said, I play a lot of Rogue, as you all know, so I run into a lot of his goblins lists and just get smoked. So one of these days I'll get him. He was very complimentary to me when we first met, and I was just like, whoa, geez, I got to start earning the credit here one of these days. Anyway, this list was sent to us by Tanner Bell quite a few days ago, and I made some notes on it, gave him some feedback, and then I kept tweaking, and then I was having a lot of fun with it. Obviously, we're missing Brine Giant. His original list is when you see our deck list. If you just scroll down, you'll see it hyperlinked in there. I think he's on version 1.0. I never liked Brine Giant much. Y'all know me. It's only good in optimal situations when it's mid-game, and otherwise it's just a mulligan draw. I went from 2 to 1 and none, but that is in the original if you want to check that out. Anyway, we got 23 lands in here. We don't want to miss many drops. I think it's, 6 islands, 5 islands, 6 plains. We've got the landscape for our come into play tap package. We've got the bridge and the cove. I thought about running the Kenku guy with this, but just wasn't too thematic there. We're only doing this for the rare, land destruction sort of list there. So anyway, we were running 4 counter spells. I had none for a while, but I'm running all 4 Weakstone Subjugation. Speaking of artifact lands, this is such a mean turn 1 play. You just lock them out with 1 mana land destruction, or nabs a creature, and for 1 mana, it's a hell of a card. Got 2 Lantern Bearer, mostly for the flip side, and we're playing Modern Age, so a lot of times this ends up in the yard. I'll admit this was because of Brine Giant. I wanted some way to get over the top, but it ended up staying as I cut the Giants. Anyway, we've got Slumbering Keepguard. These guys are pretty cool. I only used 3 of these because that second or the main ability to get the +1 for each enchantment comes up only mid game, and so the scry ability is pretty cool though. This whenever another enchantment enters, we scry, and we have Ethereal Armor here as kind of our punch home. 4 journeys, 2 rings, and 4 trapped in the screens with the 4 subjugation. It's a lot of removal for a white or an Azorius list. Spirited Companions, a little bit of card draw. We got Modern Age for card draw. We got counter spells, and we pick up the pieces with 2 Auramancers because stuff gets killed and dies and falls off, and then we want to go get it again. In our sideboard, very basic. We're running 4 blasts, 4 missionaries, so we can just hopefully run right over red and not have to worry about it. 4 macabres and then just 3 strands. We can sometimes get a little maroon since we do have some blue creatures, but for the most part, you could go COP blue. I was trying out for a little bit there, but I'm not too worried about that overall 1 mana answers because we have so many ways to get rid of stuff. So with that being said, we're going to jump on over here. Like I said, this is going to be a scary show, whatever that means. I'm a big Halloween fan. If you're new to Propaganda, got the little thing here. And since this is the last show of October, I'm making this our Halloween show. So yo, from Joburg, African Haggis in the house. All right, mine stepped on them Chimpskey Dreamer Stingo. So there's going to be, we do have a horror commercial that has a lot of blood and gore, but it's extremely obviously fake and over the top, corny. And so I try not to play that except for maybe the month of October. So you're going to be seeing that today. All that glitters is banned. So I'm going to play an all enchantment list. But yeah, like I said, we've got some, like when I go to the bathroom and stuff, bathroom breaks, we've got some pretty scary little, what do you call just, I've got the... Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure. I'm kind of in no man's land here. We'll go back on over to the deck list here. So yeah, I was thinking too, you know, this is a bit thematic because this is kind of a creepy card from the creepy set, and it's the creepy month in October. So yeah, thank you for that, Chimpskey. I'm going to keep letting people know. I apologize. I know I've missed like 2 shows in the last 5 weeks, and I'm about to miss 2 more. After that, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing. There might be 1 more, but don't foresee anything. If y'all remember, I'm going to Costa Rica in the morning for about a 2-week excursion, and meeting a bunch of pro pickleball players and doing a bunch of clinics and things like that. So, well, that's not what you want to see right away. Come on, let's get this show started here. Boop. All right. So, yeah, a lot of things planned, and then right when my plane lands, I pretty much land and then run up to the Halloween party that my friend throws in the deep woods. So this gets the nod over Oblivion Ring because of the ward ability. They pretty much do the same thing, but this one can't really be messed with as much. We will say, yes, we want to play first. We'll open up this and say keep. Could run out an early bearer. I think I might do that. Our mana's pretty even here, so let's get some early beats going here. Just a little dink damage. Dink, dink. I like this little Lantern Bear as a 2 of. Just throw it in the yard. It's kind of like the Boros Bully strategy when you throw Prismatic Strands in the yard with Faithless Looting and such. So, oh God, yeah, that's right. I didn't want to even mention the we lost every single game in that tournament. For the last time we went. Yeah, my wife, she's a hell of a player, but she can get kind of tightened up when it comes to tournaments. So yeah, there's that. That was pretty frustrating. All right, let's get our boys online here. Hopefully we just draw into another one there. But yeah, we had 2 buys. Those are the only games we won. We had a couple of close ones, but very common lore that couples don't play that well together. So hopefully this big outing will help us. And if not like we have to. I mean, we have plenty of friends around, and it's funny. We'll team up with any other combination of people on our team, and we usually do a hell of a lot better. So it's pretty funny. Every single game. Yep. You heard it here first. That could be a problem. This deck doesn't do all that much damage, and we've got removal colors staring at us. So, all right. Another neat thing about that little Lantern dude, he's almost not worth killing. It's one of those until we put the armor on there, but I want to wait till we have a Counterspell back up. Let's get the Cove up. We'll do this, make them think, what the hell is this guy playing? As is the way. And here we go. Yeah, I was like, you know, I want to do a spooky show, but it's so obvious when, you know, I play like a undead build or something, and I know it's thematic and stuff, but I figured, hey, we're playing this creepy trapped in the screen sort of theme here, so we'll just go with that. Hopefully this lives, and we can keep an Ethereal Armor on there for a whopping 1. I don't have any interaction going on yet. Let's do that. Okay, well, I guess we can just bring out our bridge. That'll be enough counter magic. And we'll just throw this on there because damage, please. We do have one answer for this. So we come over for 2. Attacko. So yeah, it's funny, when I was playing Pauper Classic Tuesdays, Iso's in the house here. We've had, Mtmentat, thank you so much for the sub. Sending some Pauper love from Canada. Happy Halloween back to you. Thank you so much. But like I said, a lot of times I'll play something pretty roguish to try out something, and I've run into Fred Hawk like, gosh, it seems like almost every week, and I always lose. One of these days I'll represent my old self, my old grindy tournament man. But it's tough on Tuesdays. I usually am playing something pretty janky, trying to throw stuff around. They're looking for some sort of removal. I'm going to let them keep having this draw. Just got to kind of sit on this counter magic here. I could take out Campfire with, you know, Trapped in the Screen or Oblivion Ring. Not sure if it's going to be worth that or not. This looks like Jund. So unless we draw something really good, I'd like to see a modern age here. All right, just a basic. Well, I'm just going to get these down, gain some life while we can, and pretend that we've got multiple counter magic. We do not. We're feeling pretty naked right about now. They have the bolt removal here. It's probably going to see play. Nope. Okay, there we are. I'm not wild about Trapped in the Screen having TVs in the Magic universe, you know. Seems a little like, hey, what are we doing here? But it's October. It's supposed to be scary. It's a pretty good card. And, you know, I don't think you'll ever see a Planeswalker named Maggie. So I've tried out Hopeful Vigil. Hopefully no one's playing Azoria's First Wing. That would be nasty. All right, well, we got to keep our dude alive. Let's do it. Doop. Keep that down. Breath Weapon here. I tried Righteous Aura. Spreading Seas. Would actually be pretty good in a scenario like this. All right, Rat's going to get through. Darn it. Auramancer would even be good here because it's going to die. Then we can make the Auramancer fly and throw Ethereal Armor on it. Wibbly wobbly, huh? Oh, time travel sorcery. Is that really a card? Okay, let's... this is frustrating. I can't really do that. I think I'll keep that back and just make him use the removal here. Don't really need this mana. I'm considering I'll keep one in my hand. Let me throw out the island just for the intimidation factor of double untapped islands, and then I'm going to hold just for modern age so I can get rid of that. But Rats is going to eat up everything here. Darn it. Getting a little flooded here. Pretty. All right. He gets it. Definitely kind of janky, but it's one of those decks that you feel guilty when you win with it because it does have a lot of removal. We just haven't seen any show up yet here. Don't believe we're going to win this one unless we can get rid of that rat. We need to top deck like a Journey for the rat. And drop our dude and give him flying and come over and hope they don't have removal. We've seen plenty of it. Come on, list. This is ridiculous. All right. Last one just for the life. We'll play it and wait. We have a lot of removal, and we're not seeing any of it. Now, even our Weakstone Subjugation, once their, Avenging Hunter comes out, and can keep that dude stuck at bay. It's a pretty good little card. Yeah, at least they made the art in the screen kind of a steampunk-looking version, right? We're just going to get dominated by the card advantage avalanche here. That helps a bit. 1, 2, 3... Don't know if it's really worth... I'll get it out just so they're forced into using that. I'll be grabbing our Ethereal Armor, obviously. Okay. Yes. Please, please. Yeah, they can just kill that now. We could disturb this, make it a 3/3, force them to pop it now or have removal now. No, not quite sure about that. I think I'm just going to hold. With the dial on the right. Oh, yeah. That is where I remember it always being that on the TV set there, Minds tab. Oh, the Minds tab. Or, I mean, aspect ratio, yes. That is my universe. So, yeah, I mean, if we had... Even here, if we had a Brine Giant, it would just be for, like, nothing. Crunch. Bye-bye, rats. So that implies that we're going to be able to play a creature out, and they don't really have 1-for-1 removal in their hand. Otherwise, I think they would have used it instead of the rat. So hopefully this bodes well. But they don't like using that campfire. Sure haven't put them under much duress, have we? Have you tricked opponents with static ward ability? I've trapped in the... I have not. All right. There's that. Rats is coming back. Maybe that's why they used it, knowing that they had the next land was going to be Witch's Cottage. We played this Jun build probably within like 5 cards about a month ago. If you go on, you can see it on our... We're going to be losing this one. We got to draw like a lot of our removal here. We need like Modern Age. Okay, let's try to get that Lantern Bearer up and at him. Got a little opening here. If they let us use the Lantern Bearer here. This is when it's frustrating when you do draw Oblivion Ring, when you're just like, you need your mana to do other stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to draw off of that. All right, we're going to bring out the guard. We'll get the trigger off of this. Do that. We'll get the scry. Yeah, we'll keep that top. And let's do this just so it's big. And yeah, that's the one time I hate that, because when you change stuff off, it's like, yes, keep it on the top, please. When you have multiples of them, it's just like maddening. You're like, come on, come on, come on. We're still one away, but at least it'll nix this if he does do the rat. I'm surprised the spell bomb didn't pick us up here. Flying for strike. All right. Yeah, aspect ratios drive me nuts as an editor, because especially this last 10, 15 years and everybody holding vertical phones up, it's like your eyes go this way. It's a landscape ratio. It's like the reverse of a goat's pupil or something. I don't know why people do that. And then they sit there and they triple the screen up to make it work, or they blur the sides, and it's just like 2/3 of the screen wasted. And it's usually something you're trying to show. So very, very few times is that the right shot, in my opinion. If TVs were built like that, it would make a lot of sense. Boy, those birds are loud. So yeah, I got a very, very, very tiny injury on Monday. Been to the sports therapist about twice. Just massage city. Been taking the whole week off, so I went from playing about 60 days straight of pickleball, and now I've had like 4 days off. So maybe I forgot how to play. That'd be funny. You show up and everything's wrong. Yeah, it's probably really good for me to take that break. Get everything right again. All right, here come the Crypt Rats with enough stuff via the... Oh, no, that's a map token. Never mind. Hey, we're out of the woods. We're going to hit. Man, hopefully we can get another Ethereal Armor, unless they're sitting on another cast down, which could be quite likely. They're halfway through their list. We've only seen one of them show up here, so... All right. There's that. Oh, does he have Defile or something here? No, he's got enough swamps to do the deed. Oh, is this the... okay. Figured it was some combination of that or Breath Weapon trigger. All right. I don't think we're winning this one. We can grab this with the screen coming up, as we know that's the next dealio. Target creature explores. Now that gets bigger. One bad thing about scrying, if your board state empties out, sometimes you're like, wait a minute, I want to change that, but I don't want to change it. That's a good card to pull up right now. Here, let's do this. We'll give myself one more draw, and then we'll call it quits. That's a lot of damage to be coming at you. Now, playing an artifact-based strategy has its problems, because everybody dusts to dusts and such, but it's pretty rare that you're going to run into Tranquility. But the only deck I've seen run that is my Simic Ping, Death Touch Ping list. But other than that, yeah, you almost never see Tranquility played. So this is a little bit less risky going all in with enchantments. People usually only have 2 or 3 ways of dealing with them, and when you have like 15, a lot of them stick, but we haven't seen that happen yet. Portrait mode is generally best for capturing magic cards. That's true. That'd be true. There's a good example. Yeah, I put the counter magic in this ESO, and the land count is a little high just to make up for that, so I have a choice early on, like we did this game with that. So, oh boy. See, now we're stuck just having to draw like another answer. Modern Age would be really good here. No, we're just getting really, really flooded. Thanks to this, we're at 9 instead of 6. Let's go. We don't represent a little bit better here. All right, concede here. Off to game 2. John going to be tough to beat. Let's see. Want to keep some creatures in the mix, I would assume. I'll lose one of these. Want to keep these. Liking all this. I'm going to be picking on our yard a bit, so probably lose one here. I'm going to go down on these. I'm going to lose all of these just because we didn't see any artifact lands. Or maybe I'll keep it to 1. Spinning Darkness. Yeah, I'm not too... I don't know if I want Macabre or just the life. Let me bring in 2 of these, 2 of these. Not too worried about Breath Weapon. More worried about rats. And rats coming back is kind of a pain. But I don't want to go too hard. Hopefully we can just catch the rat. I know they can trip it most of the times and throw it in the yard. But let's see how we do here. Here we are. Yes. Open this up. All right, Modern Age is here, but only 1 land. Let's ship this mulligan. 3 lands, all tapped, making Iso's point hit very hard. We'll say keep. Get rid of 1 guard. Say done here. And might as well gain some life while we got it. Bloop. Just in case they've got some artifact removal. Don't want to run into an ingot chewer turn 1, right? I know it's indestructible, but you know what I mean. Pauper investment pick of the week. It's a new segment. All right. Red showing up. Bring out the other cove if we don't hit basic here. I do not. I'll just bring this down. And since we'll play Spirited Companion next turn, maybe we can scry into something good here. At one point, this deck had 4 of these, and I had like 3 out, and it was just getting monotonous. Like, yes, I want that on top, and then I would ask you 2 more times. It was just like, come on now. At least we have removal. I want to get 2 for 1 with Breath Weapon here, but I'm going to risk it just to scry here. Yeah, let me bring out the Companion. We'll see what's next, because we might want to landscape it out of the way. Scry first. I'll say bottom. And we'll draw a card. Alrighty, we get a basic there. I'll play the bridge here. And attack. So that's one of the neat little interactions. That's why I'm running Contaminated Landscape too. So we can always trip the scry ability. Neat little interactions if you can remember to do it right. Are we talking artwork? Oh, that was last game. I was like, where did it go? All right, only 1 critter out. Not representing too much damage here. All right, we'll bring out a landscape. Definitely not shy on lands these first 2 games. My goodness. Feel pretty weak sauce right now. Little tiny enchantment dog, 1 counterspell, 1 way to deal with a permanent. Don't think they would keep Campfire. We didn't show them enough aggression. Outside of Ethereal Armor going crazy, not much this deck. You have to be worried about life total wise. All right, I'll trip this just to prevent the obvious. All right, I'll grab an island here. And something good, please. No. Play it again. We'll sack it again. We'll get an island again. Boop. We'll attack. Keep trying to get our ratio to come up. Get rid of some of these lands, technically. At the double tripped Contaminated Landscape, we're probably at about the normal number we should be playing as far as total land count. Yeah. All right. Here we go. There's a big... you guys are going to roll your eyes from all the countries you're watching from simultaneously, but there's a big pickleball get-together tonight. I think I want this to go, and then I'll journey it here in town. Just a little soiree, show up. Drinks and dinner and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's going pretty hard in the paint this next 2 weeks. I have identical paddles, and I put 1 in each suitcase in case something gets lost. taking out all the contingency plans. Hoping for, well, you know, even if they have a snuff out, we've got the counter for it, so we'll go that route. Yes, thank you, Modern Age. That one for that. Let me bring this out. We'll journey here. Bam. Okay. Let's attack first. Get this going back up. Modern Age might be very well timed here. Alrighty. As we go and get a plane here. Boop. Modern Age food, right? Let's tap here, here for Modern Age. We'll be pitching the planes here. Eventually could sack this, discard this. Well, that's pretty big. I'll be doing it next turn, maybe on Modern Age. So we've got 1, 2, 3 enchantments out. Deck's working a little bit closer to what it usually does. Been playing it quite a bit since Wednesday. What do we have here? A Chrysalis. That represents a lot of card. I'm going to kill that. I'll do this here. Hey-ya, but they still get the tokens. Drat. Yeah. All right. Draw. Let me double check here. Oops. There we go. Yeah, we'll forge the hound. The hounds from hell. Could be relevant. Okay. Draw a card, then discard a card. We'll discard this. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, next turn we've got that thing, and we really want to save this for our Modern Age. We'll attack here. Sit back on Counterspell. Save this for something relevant. That should be at 8 next turn. Do I let this go? I think we let this go. This is tough. I'm going to let this go. Modern Age is going to be online. We'll give that Ethereal Armor. And we'll try to close out the show with that and the trap damage. It's a tall order against Jund. They've got all kinds of answers. So this is a good example of a tier 3 list versus a tier list list. I mean, a tier 1 list. That's not really journey worthy. Damn. I really need Modern Age to survive. All right. You get to be Monarch. I get to be Initiative. And together, we'll do some stuff. Okay. Hunters down. Tiers list. Yeah. Keep losing. We're going to be in a lot of tiers. Yep. All right. Trap. Target myself. That'd be pretty funny. You'd have to be quite inebriated to pull that one off. There we go. Razortide Bridge. Just some fluff. We'll put this on here. See if we can pull out a red removal spell. At least they're representing like they have one. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. I think I'm going to journey now. Yeah. Ooh, that would be nasty if they have they could sacrifice that, kill their own dude in response, and then nab the glider. But I could always counterspell it. Whatever they kill their own thorn with. That's a tough one. This way we kind of keep pressure up. We still have counter magic in hand. I don't know if they were bluffing Pyroblast there or what. But now this gets 6/7. So yeah, there's the blast. We'll do the thing here. Bloop. Let's say no. That'd be a good name for a deck, Tears for Fears. It'd be like the music group. How many Tears cards are there in Pauper? There's got to be probably like a dozen, I would think. Hopefully they're just sitting on Rat, and our dude's a little too big for that, but, god dang it. Yep. We held our counter magic, but didn't hold it long enough. Well, they keep the Monarch. We keep initiative so far. Let's see what we're going to draw here. This is a neat little list that gets kind of your brain churning. If you're ever getting, you know what I'm always talking about, those magic funks when you don't know what to play and you're tired of like the typical lists and stuff. It's fun to take this out for a drive. So that's all we're trying to do here today. Draw a card. Modern Age, very cool. Can I get another one? All right, bring out Modern Age. Rain of Tears. Pyroblast. Dang it. Oh, that's timely. Not good. I guess we'll play the bridge, hold the island, pass. Our throne's going to activate. I'll have hexproof, so that'll feel pretty good. Problem is, our main like aggro engine is the Modern Age. It's usually what I end up killing somebody with. And there's Crypt Rat. All right. With 3 to activate. Teardrop Commune. Oh, I see. Thank you for that Mind Stab. Thwarted by one of my favorite cards, the Crypt Rats. I wouldn't have done that. I would have kept 3 open, given that, well, they don't know the list. I could turn over a burlier creature. That's probably one of the times I would want Brine Giant. I could just hard cast it and live through this thing. But then what? We get blocked 3 turns in a row, maybe 4. All right, here we go. Alrighty. Reveal the top 10. What are we going to do? I guess we go with Lantern Bearer. It'd be kind of goofy, right? The other one's just going to be blocked. Yeah. Of course, I think we should try to draw a card here. This is going to be crazy. It's going to have 3 counters on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna take the dog just because we're gonna draw a card here. It's gonna have to kind of wax the board to keep it there. This way, if we draw a journey here, we can do something with it. Oh, does he has the trick again here, or is this just cast Reckoners? Okay. I thought he was gonna activate and then do Spinning Darkness, but then I'm like, I forgot it has hexproof, so that's good times. Draw a card. Come on. All right. I was really hoping for one of our 10 Trap Under the Door cards, like Journey to Nowhere or Trapped on the Screen or Oblivion Ring. But whatever. All right. And there we go. Cool. Well, I'm going to go for it again. Doop. Draw another card. Yeah. Don't be a land. Woo! Hey, that's pretty good. Let's get out of range of Crypt Rat Man. Everything's going to kill or get rid of that. Dang it. Now we really want our Lantern Bearer to show up or get thrown in our yard via somehow. Not enough black mana to do it. We got a counter magic, and it's not a blue permanent. So we got a few things working for us. We've already seen 2 red elemental blasts. John, a lot of times isn't going to be bringing in 4 ofs. It's 2, 3 tops. Uh-oh. That's a lot of life. And Death Touch and Lifelink. Do we just let him have it? He's going to wax the board there. Not with Death Touch. Doop. representing another counterspell. It's going to get ugly quick. Yep, they've got the counter to the counter. We're just up against a better deck. I mean, let's be 100% clear here. My goodness. Neighbors sound like they're having a dance party. Alrighty. The combo I came up with, I was playing this for weeks. It was thought of as cutesy. Now it's considered playable. I would have popped that. I would have got a little more greedy there. I mean, you've already got Monarch. I don't think the Thorn does much. Could have probably gone up to about 40 life if they tripped it all out, but so says the guy losing. All right. Modern Age would be really cool here. So I can get rid of this land. Get 2 cards out of the deal. Let's go. I'm going to thin out our list here. Didn't think we'd be able to hold initiative this long. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we are. Modern Age, please. No. Look at this, though. I'll hold it another turn. Pop. And at this stage, I'll play the island. Actually, that was a misplay, because now they know, if they're paying attention, they know we have nothing. Just sitting on nothing. I considered Ona's Grace in this for this sort of scenario, or even like a Sen's Enlistment. Do something with these extra lands. Get a few more men on the field. Draw some cards out of it. Halfway through the list here. Yeah, I had Mole Drifter in this for 2 days. I had 3 Mole Drifters and 2 Brine Giants. Right about now, really missing the Mole Drifter. I'm going to write Jund. Jund's one of those lists, boy, when you're just like, I don't know what to play. I want to kind of do everything and have game against everything. And like I think we went 5-0 when we played the Jund list. Such a flexible list. A lot of inevitability built in. Can't deck it. A lot of life gain via the toxin analysis. Flexibility. Oh boy. Here comes the Chrysalis. I always giggle when people try to like Hydroblast that. It's like, nope. Gotta be colorless. We will, let me double check here. I rarely do this. I think we have to Lost Well for very obvious reasons. Scry 2. Missionary. Don't really need either of these. Say bottom. I mean, that is a creature, but I'm going to say bottom. Don't be a land. Don't be. Oh, God. They already know we're holding one, so now we're in Mysteryville. Bye-bye. It's been fun. Yeah, one of my notes here, I had my reasoning for getting rid of that. But so the issues that I have written down are life gain main is needed. Therebin Charm is brutal against this because, you can pick apart one enchantment or kill the thing that I built up. And then Dawnbringer Cleric. So it's messing about with Campfire. But I was trying to keep it kind of more budget friendly. Yeah, this is over. Now we've got to draw like two of our remaining modern ages into like a journey effect, Oblivion Ring, and then do it again. It could happen. We'll see what we draw. Otherwise, we're going to hang this one up because that's about a 2-turn swing and we're going to be dead. So we take 5. Wrath of God. Yeah. Fade Away, Holy, what is it? Holy Light. That's the one that makes everything -1/1. I used to see so much play in like 2004, 5-ish. It was a Azorius Blink deck with Momentary Blink. That was pretty hard to beat back then. That was back when MVC was a big candidate too. Well, there's part of our little heritage. Bloop. Down comes Journey. Watch him drop Tranquility. No! Just get all of this stuff back. What's the other added benefit, especially if you're a newer player, sometimes it's not good to kill stuff into the graveyard. As you see with things like Blood Fountain being so pervasive and ubiquitous, where everything's staying on the board, etc. Thought a Skyfisher too for the scenario like this when your journey goes kind of answered with the Fanatical Offering there. But well, we've kept it to about a 4-turn swing here. Oh yeah, turned it into Turbo Fog. That would be pretty cool. That I have maybe only done once or twice in all my time playing, which has been the entire time of Pauper. Just usually don't have the room for it. Crypt Rat, yep, that seals the deal. Concede. Wish it was a bit more competitive. We did get them in the single digits, but then Crypt Rat showed up and did the thing. So I'm just going to jump right on in here and go for broke again. Hopefully we don't run into Jund. Does not seem like a good matchup. Any tier 1 list is just like, uh-oh. One thing I've been having a really good time against is the big serpent lists, because we've got quite a bit of ways to deal with it. So I just want to have it'll be a successful day if I can first turn Weakstone on a person's land and just lock them out. I did that last night like twice. I was like, oh, God, I hope that happens tomorrow. But yeah, we can change some stuff around. I mean, it's not like we're stuck in stone here. I like our removal suite. We do have Spirited Companion with a little bit of card draw there, and Modern Age 2. I was just finding I was often casting it for the Evoke. I mean, in that scenario, it would have been really cool had we turned up Muldrifter for the initiative sort of hexproof and get like a 5/5 flyer out of the deal, but whatever. We'll play it as is until we see a glaring, like, oops, don't want to see that. We have lost the die roll. We have lost the game. Not how you want to start out. Hey, this is a pretty good hand. We'll keep this. The scenario, about a 4-draw keep. Yep. So we can... don't think I want to do that right away. Yeah, I do because of Modern Age, but it probably won't live, so we'll go from there and see what we can do. Boink. All right. Let's see if he's alive next turn. Probably not. Might not be worth killing until they know what we're up to. Drop that Modern Age and we'll get a little value out of the deal. Again, reminder, if you don't like, subscribe, and all that stuff, we're going to be off for the next 2 weeks, but we also have a buddy, Fred Hawk. You got to check out their YouTube channel. Trying to help spread the love. And what Chimpskey just said, yeah, today's the last show of October. We'll be back on the 2nd of November. That's how that works. Well, we'll be able to get rid of that next turn, but for right now, we'll keep it classy, and we'll go with the Modern Age. Alrighty, do this here. Draw this card. We're going to need life here, but we do have 3 of these. We don't have any targets for the Auramancer. I could see throwing that back, but that sets us back a turn. I'll throw out the Grove. We'll scry. That's pretty cool. We'll say top. This feels like one of those red permanent lists, right? When you get these little additional dudes up. Clock damage, I like to call it. I'll probably see, probably not the Archer, but I'd imagine the Alchemist is right behind this. Ooh, making all the 2s and 3s turn into 3s and 4s, etc. Uh-oh. Now they're representing a bit of life gain. There we go. I'll turn this off. Well, we know what we're doing next turn. We're going to trap that thing in the screen or pull the Oblivion Ring. I almost want another one to show up so we can kind of 1-2 it. Scrap work showing up. Yep, this looks like Rakdos. Rakdos something or other. Yeah, it's a lot of card for 1 mana. Scries. Gets pretty huge later on. It's only going to get a +1/1 buff right now, but whatever. Draw this card. I want the life instead of the unbreakability. We'll do that. That's through up. I messed up there. Dang it. Walked right through the attack because we're going to... Oh, we can't. Never mind. That wasn't a mess up. Haha. We'll just gain the life. Hey, Paladin 90. Good to have you with us. Not quite sure what that means. It's a typo or a language. I'm ignorant of both. All right. Yeah, Thermal Alchemist. That's one of my favorite commercial spoofs that we did too. The steak rub, searing spice. Thermal Alchemist searing spice. I spent hours on that animation of that hand coming down with the label staying the same. Frame by framed it. Something I'm not that good at, so I have to go frame by frame, and that takes forever. There's ways of tracking things, but it always looks like somebody tracked it. It's when you try to follow a graphic or a camera move and you keep something where it's not distracting and looking like some freshman edit. Here we go. Trapped in the screen. Trapped in the scream. Wonder if they went cheesy with it like that. All right. Modern Age. Showing up. Scrying here. That's pretty good. We've already got 2 effects like that, but we'll keep it. We're going to max out here, so I might as well just do this now. Let's do Trapped here. We'll grab the Kessig. We'll grab you. And if you have second thoughts about keeping this stuff, you can do it again now here. We'll say top. Play the Cove, gain a life. And power this up to 3 if we use this second ability there. It gets really good later, but for right now we're just going to chill out. I'd really like to have our Counterspell available, but we'll have to wait on that. Next turn we'll be able to ring, and then get it back. Or if they're probably going to kill the glider, we can always Auramancer it. Just being a realist there versus like a Brine Giant effect, you know. Your opponent's going to be able to do stuff, so let's do stuff back. This dude's right on theme with our show today. Being a little Halloween theme. I think if you go back and watch like the last 8 or 9 Halloween shows that I've done, they're all kind of on the nose. Like, did we? Oh, come on! All right. They probably are a bit afraid being Azorius of extreme life gain, and which they would have run into. So there's that. Doesn't seem like they... Yeah. Modern Age. Hell of a card. Yes, we want to play first. Mana is all right. We'll keep. We'll drop the Cove. Sit behind Landscape. Probably drop Age and trip Landscape if the land scenario doesn't improve. Tried Negate for a while in this list over Counterspell given the mana requirements, but in the end, I just wanted to be able to deal with just about anything. And Counterspell is really good at doing that. No caveats. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we've seen it all. Jund. Now we've got fairies headed our way. Modern Age should go a long way here. Probably got a ninja headed our way real quick. All right, there is that. Yeah, I'll play the Landscape here. I'll play Modern Age. Ooh, I don't want to miss a land drop. I think we got to get rid of Journey. Got the Auramancer for it. If it lives, that's probably going to end up exchanging with a ninja if I could portent into the future. PauperRBust is in the house. Good to have you with us. We probably got a Moon Circuit hacker headed our way, unless they like keeping one-landers. Boink, there he is. Woo! Alrighty. As we kiss goodbye our one way of dealing with it. Right now, we'll just Auramancer block, get back journey. What is going on here? All right, I'm tired of these quitters. We're not going to write that one down. Let's go. Man, double quitters. Not good. Bum, 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 bum. As we look over the list. So again, Tanner Bell sent us this a version of this list. If you look at our deck list description, if you go down, if you scroll down, you'll be able to see his original. If you maybe like that build. Alrighty, hey, we've got the Weakstone pull, but we don't have a basic island to pull it off. But we'll keep. Oop. Be nice if we go first one of these years. I hope Tanner didn't think I was ignoring him. I was gone for like 5 days, and he sent, like the hour I left, I got an email. So it was like a 5 or 6 day late response. Alrighty, Weakstone's not going to be very good against that. Bring out the bridge, get our land right. Go from there. Make them think we're on a respectable list, not the jank pile we're on today, right? Inconceivable. Ay, ay, ay. God, I love that movie. The Cliffs of Insanity. There's a lot. Him and Andre, if you would, you could probably change out elves. This is interesting. You could probably change out quite a few actors. I mean, the Man in Black or Princess Buttercup. But man, I can't think of one person that could have done Vincini that way. I mean, talk about owning it. It's just iconic. We're going to run into a card quality casting cost issue if this keeps up, because we're going to have to be using like Oblivion Ring effects to get rid of like 1/1s. Obviously, we'll try not to. Hopefully, we'll go after a Huntmaster or a Timberwatch Elf. But for right now, worst play ever, put this on here. It's like, okay, I'll just keep playing these lands. Let me get out Modern Age here. Represent some sort of threat eventually. Follow that up with Spirited Companion, but we're getting a little heavy on the lands here. I'll get rid of the bridge. Another reason we run a few too many lands, so we can have the choice of coming into play tapped early and then feeding our Modern Age there. It's funny how slow it was. People were to pick up Modern Age. And we might need to kill that. I think we're headed for Ellsville here. We don't have any way of sweeping the board. Speaking of like Holy Light, that would be, maybe I should have put that in the sideboard. Just kidding. Fadeaway would be way better here. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a little too cutesy, the scroll shift. It's one of the first things I cut. Let's get rid of a lane here. And what shall we start getting rid of here? You know, if they activate or attack with that Well-Wisher, I can lock that down with that. Right now, they've got like the perfect answer for our subjugation here, so not quite. I want to encourage an attack here, so I'm going to O-ring. I guess we'll just do this. I'll grab one of these Sentinels. So I want to encourage this to attack so I can have a little bit of a double play there. Yeah, I changed quite a bit up. It's funny, I even cut Counterspell for about 2 days. And then finally was just like, I need some way to, like an anchor. It didn't work against the Rakdos list, but where you kind of invest in the Ethereal Armor. And I was really trying to stay away from my typical Benevolent Blessing, which would fit right at home here, but you start running a little shy on threats, says the guy who cut Muldrifter. But there's another target for O-Ring. So hopefully we can Weakstone the Well-Wisher if they attack here, which I imagine they would. Oh, no, all right. Well, they're doing it main phase anyway, so we'll still have that play. That Huntmaster, I got to get rid of that ASAP. At least they didn't get any tokens out of the deal. They take 3 more. Okay. Alrighty, there's that. play this as is. We'll subjugate the Well-Wisher. Good news is if we do end up finding our Ethereal Armor, we might be able to shut the door here. It was strange. I was really hoping they were going to attack there. If it's tapped, just always say no to this. It's a very confusing card when it's on the stack. Oblivion Ring. We'll turn off the going wide mechanic here. Sucks that this keeps an elf on the field because elves care about that sort of thing. But for right now, we're kind of stabilizing here. Good. They're mana flooded. There's a home movie, Princess Bride remake? I gotta check that out. Where's that? What's that on? What network or streaming service, etc.? Yeah, the Quirion Ranger would suck. I'd much rather that they have to do that every turn than use it on a Timberwatch elf, though. All right. We have stemmed the attack for now. Let's hopefully the Spirited Companion will find Ethereal Armor. And they're not running Vines of Vastwood. I like to run about 2 vines in my elf lists. That little secret punch. Princess Bride remake. I gotta write that down. Yeah, what platform's that on? My God, I'm being unemployed, during the week when done with pickleball, had my little nap after getting kind of worn out from being out in the sun, and then I go and look for something to watch after I've applied for 5 or 6 jobs. Oh my gosh, it's I have been through. It's depressing how many movies I've seen. Like when I start scrolling through like Amazon or Netflix, I'm just like seen it. However, I rewatched, because it's been so long since I originally saw the movie Bone Tomahawk with Kurt Russell, and I forgot how scary and just good that was. Really, really well written Western horror. It's very strange. That could be a problem. we could throw this on the longbow. As no one did ever. All right. Well, we can do that too. I don't really have any way of tapping that right now. I'm gonna favor the dog draw here. I should have probably used that mana there. It's on YouTube. All right. It's like some fan-made movie or something. It's weird. Let me get the other dog out. Just for some blockers. Discourage them turning their guys sideways. Problem with this plan, though, is this is the card we really, really care about. All right. So next turn we'll do that. All right. They've got 1 card in hand. Do they have something green? Gonna have to throw that O-ring on the Verdant Longbow if things don't improve here. Got just enough mana to do it. It's strange. I control this with this many lands, and Elves has more mana than we do, like raw mana. I mean, I know they have ways of building it. Visionary. Always respect a list that can fit that in. Draw those cards. Draw some more. Got to be relaxing when you're elves and you sit across from Azorius. It's like, what are you going to do? I'm just going to keep throwing things on the battlefield. Just got to fight the quality, I guess, is the way to go. Good use of resources here via the Birchlore Rangers. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes another thing we got to get rid of. I can always pay 3 on that Weakstone if I want to max out, but I'm not too worried right now. I think we're going to take this hit. We'll Oblivion Ring the Timberwatch Elf. Uh-oh. And then we'll die. This is getting worrisome. 9 elves on the battlefield. Brutal. There's Holy Light when you need it. Whoa, all right, thank you for that. Get a little reprieve from the attack phase. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, that'd be a lot, wouldn't it? Let's throw one on there now. Well, this is when my math gets really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 7. They'd both be 7, 7. Still not enough. All right, let me O-ring here. I'll grab one of those Timber Watches. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. We'll grab the old artwork so we can look at the better drawn one, as it's going to kill us. Maybe, maybe not. Attacking. If we can live through this turn, we'll be all right, but I don't think we're going to. They can Verdant Longbow, take out our blockers, and just, they do it right, they've got us. Hopefully they don't see it. Pretty good chance of that, since they haven't attacked with the Nettle Sentinels. That would have been crucial, so we should... Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Now we're really dead. Elves gets us. I'll write the L already. Unless they really punt here. Hopefully they use the Quirion Ranger on the Well-Wisher. Sometimes people can get a little timid and they don't see the win. Although you'd have to be pretty blind right now to not see it. That's a strange issue too. I would have put that on well, I guess if you don't have any more cards, then that might be the better way to roll. Got plenty of mana. Yeah, take it back. Sometimes I like to put that on Nettle Sentinel. If you've got a handful of cards, tap it, kill something, play a green thing, untap. Just turns into a little Gatling gun on the battlefield. I'm sitting like in a football stance here. Ah, they did it. I mean, it'll keep them alive. Oh, there we go. Are they not going to attack? That would be so funny if they didn't. All right, that's 4, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11. And they still don't use it. This is a really weird sequence here. Hiya. Okay. I think I'm just going to Weakstone like crazy just to see if I can get the count high enough. Counterspell's not really going to do much here. We're going to lose next turn. So let's rock here. And then we'll just double Weakstone just to do it. I guess we'll go here. How big is this getting here? Okay. Nope. What else? Return to forest, return to forest, return to forest. We'll put it on the longbow just to see what happens. That's a lot of subjugations going on. Who would have thought? Nope. Let's attack. See if they see it. They can survive. All they got to do... Oh, yeah, this must be a new elf player. We didn't deserve that, but whatever. Prismatic Strands coming in. Lantern Bear is going to be very key here. We could probably lose one of these and one of these. We've got to win via air power. Probably one of these. Let's go. Pew, pew. Yeah. That's why you should never give up. I had already written the L down, so I've got this really wonky W made out of an L, so it's like goes crazy. Did not expect that. However, some people aren't meant to play elves. Got to be a lot more aggro than you think. To their credit, you know, you see a big like 20-something flyer, you don't have any blockers. Get a little, but there's elves always has an answer. Call me unsporting, but I even count the wins I don't deserve. That's how new letters get invented, says Chimpskey. Dogs and magic. I don't know about that. Right up there with dinosaurs and TVs. Yep, that's the old ratio. 3x4. Remember, as an editor, that was so jarring that when the changeover happened. Remember, Conan O'Brien used to do this thing on his late night show where he goes, soon this, and then he would go like this, and they would just shrink it down and have these black bars on the side to make it kind of imply what's going to end up happening. Okay, we've got an early flyer, a lot of stuff to pitch it to, and an answer. For this janky list, this is about as good as it gets. Why do I do this? Well, I like exploring. Sometimes, you know, you test drive a deck like this, you have a little fun, and then another card gets released in 3 months, and you're like, oh, wait, that might make this go over the top. So twice is, what's that saying in poker? Money won is twice as sweet as money earned. Deck building's that way too. Victories won with Rogue are like 3 times sweeter than just taking a list that's tier 1 and running over somebody. Every other channel out there is always playing like the same thing over and over and over again. So if you like that sort of thing, there's plenty of them out there. We here rarely do that. Really like to promote Rogue builds and pushing the envelope and such. Oh, Chimpskey and Will, little note to take if you guys don't mind. Try to put together a rainbow stairwell list. Rarities don't matter. You can find the information online. Because I still want to, maybe at the end of one show, having one rainbow stairwell matchup, because Son and I have been playing that a lot, and it's a hell of a fun format. Used to be pretty ubiquitous, and now it's very hard to find. Well, there's nothing worth killing. I don't want to sit back and wait, because we do have Journey here. So we'll bring out our Modern Age. Yeah, if you have a bunch of cards and a person you like to play with, but you're kind of like burned out on Modern or whatever it is you're playing at the kitchen table, man, I'm telling you, check that format out. It is great. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the Cove here. Yeah, it is a blast of a format. So you have 5 1-drops, all of each color. So like Grim Lavamancer, maybe Brainstorm, you know, Swords to Plowshares for, you know, all the way up. And then maybe you have Skull Clamp as your 1 mana. And then you have all those in the 2-drop slots. And they go all the way up to 6. And I think you've got 23 or 4 lands. Like you have to have like, I think it's basics, and then you have 4 slots for like random cards, which, you know, you get like City of Brass and things like that. And yeah, you definitely don't want to discount mana fixing. I know my 6-drop is the Tanuki, where you can cycle and put a land into play, or you get a big trampler damage later. Nope, not only commons. Nope, run the gamut. No planeswalkers, but you can run as many rares or epics as you want to. Slice and Dice is really good at the 6th spot for red. Telling you some of the secrets. I like Wildfire Devils is my favorite in red and the 4-drop. It's so fun. Oh yeah, please. Sure. All right, we'll do the thing. And let me do this so I can draw. And we'll see what we're going to get next turn. And if we don't like it, too bad, because I didn't play the landscape. I'll bring this out to stop all the tokens from doing the thing. I would have thought we could beat elves, but it's only because I think the person's pretty new to the list. Scry, we do not need a land. Modern Age will not help us. I like another Modern Age. Sure, top. Zoink. And we've got Prismatic in the yard. Yeah, I've got quite a few uncommons and rares, but you'd be surprised how often the best card available is a common. There's quite a few on my Rainbow Stairwell list. Okay, that's a pain. That represents a lot more clock than I wanted to see. Not sure if it's going to be ring worthy or not. Probably. We will do the thing. It scries when this happens. That's strange. It was already there. This I like. I'll keep this. I'll say top. Yeah, let me do here. And I guess we Modern Age again. You know, I've got my flyer there. I think I'm going to throw that back on the backside here. Actually, I probably want it in the yard instead. So let's keep it on top, and then we'll discard it. Boop. Now we've got our little Flying Disturb trigger. Can't do that. Should I attack? I should. They're not going to block with either of those. Yeah, let's do it. I hope they block. Not too worried about the scry thing here. If I'm not being dishonest. That's right. God, that was way back in May. Feels like 2 weeks ago I said that. All right, we got some counter magic here. Use it sparingly. I'm looking for like Hunt Masters or Timber Watch Elf. Or a big draw. That's a lot of life, man. That is a lot. I'll let it through. It's tough. Don't want to. But I'm waiting for just some new devilry to show up. There we go. My patience has paid off. Unless they have Forest Blast. Whack. Yeah, here come the perfect scenarios right now. If you know you're going to face elves, Piracy Charm would be really good right now. That is a hell of a flexible card, though. Always worth a look for the sideboard. I got to take a break, man. My coffee's been out for like an hour. All right, here we go. Prismatic's in the yard. Hey, cool. We'll do it until we can discard a card. Ay, ay, ay. 1, 2, sure. I just got all fat here. Let's subjugate. Ooh. Now I'm going to shut off the life here until we find another one to show up here. We'll do that. Yo. Scrying. I need land. Although we could really... You know what? I'm going to keep this on top. We're just going to be able to say no. They're almost hellbent here. This is going to represent a whole lot of damage. Nope. Throw this on here. I've got Prismatic in the yard. I can make this fly next turn if I wanted to. Say yes, top. Now we can be a little willy-nilly with all of our stuff. I'm going to attack with both here. Just try to get them scared. They block, that's cool. Oh, that's true. That's very true. That's frustrating. I'll let it though. That priest, I'm going to have to wear out those moments pieces here. Piracy Charm's probably pretty good in Stairwell. I think you can do better though. For a while, when I first built it, I had Lantern Bearer as my 1-drop in that. My son was like, Dad, that's such bad deck design. And he started throttling me, and I had to improve. He's got that one. It's blue and an X, so technically it fits the bill for the 1-drop, but it's a... oh, what is that thing? It copies... It just came out in the set before last. Broom Willow. It's a blue, like... I don't know if it's like a Firefly or something, but it's a lot of card. All right, we'll let that go. Bloomburrow, yes. It's a blue flyer. It's X and 1, and then you can copy whatever's on the battlefield. But that's a hell of a 1-drop. That's kicked my butt a lot. Okay, double counters. The mana for only 1, though. Here we go. Let's see if we can find more mana. I don't really need that. I'll say bottom. I'm not too worried about aggro. We've already got one in the yard here. If we had one more land, I could activate this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be a 5/5. It'd be pretty cool. But for right now, we're just going to attack. And hopefully they use up their moment's peace. So it's just going to get worse. Oh, for what? Win-loss ratio, Pauper or what do you call it? Kitchen table, Rainbow Stairwell? Mockingbird. That's the one. Thank you, Mindstab. That's a hell of a 1-drop for Rainbow Stairwell. He's got an enchantment-based Rainbow Stairwell list, and then he's got just a really like graveyard. You know, he's got oh, what's that? What's the red common that acts like you know, grabs the graveyard sorcery or instance, and then he starts looping it with Ephemerate's a great 1-drop for white, you know. I thought Pauper. Oh, Pauper probably, boy, it's pretty close to 50-50. If he plays Affinity, he always beats me. If he plays anything else, I get him. Brute Squad's usually a little too fast for, I'd say I'd probably have about 3% on him on Pauper, but Rainbow Stairwell, he's definitely got my number. It's probably 60-40 in his favor on Rainbow. I go on runs, though. I'll win like 5 in a row, and then it'll get me for like 3 in a row, and then we go back. All right, here we are. Moment's peace in the yard. Another safeguard. Well, we've only got access to 1 counter here, so I'm going to play this dude out just so I've got more Prismatic Strands food. So we attack over here. And if they just like drop a land, go and attack into me, I can pump this up using his second ability. Gets +1/1 for each enchantment. Till then, we're attacking. We're only really hitting for 3 a turn at this rate with this many elves out. Weakstone doing a little bit of work there. Have to counter Aquarian Ranger at this rate too. Could get out of control. Ardent Elementalist, yeah, that's pretty hard to beat that. It's a really good, that's a good 4-drop. I prefer the Devils. All right, more mana is not going to matter here. Gain life, all right. Come on, attack. This is a perfect time. All right, come on, land. Land. No. No land for you. I'm going to hold on to that. If we had a land there, we could make this fly and really start doing some damage, but right now we're just going to keep playing Honest Magic. I really want to see just an island. Give me an island. We can have access to our double counter magic. They're probably wondering, why isn't he coming at me with this? Because that would really help push it over the edge. If I could sit back on 1 counter magic and then keep activating that guy and smashing into elves and cutting down the numbers so that the Well-Wisher doesn't show up so much. But yeah, if you've got a Magic collection, I can't recommend a format better than Rainbow Stairwell. Just dig through them and have at it. A lot of fun. You just constantly improve it too. You just, 2 weeks later, you're like, you know what? I don't like this as my 5-drop in green. I'm going to use Arctic Slime or whatever. So no. It's the, is that Charm Break? I don't remember them being called that. That must be another one. All right. Hey, there's that. It's another flyer. Could be a potential blocker. Since we can't really do it much else, I'm going to just play it. Another damage to get out there. Opponent's Hellbent. We're negating these Well-Wishers. And I've been complaining all day about having a bit too much land because we have, our said company Modern Age to discard fluff. But let's attack with these now. We'll attack like this. I can power up Prismatic in a pinch. At least this way I'm threatening that I can bump this up. Okay, we have established they do not want to block. Good times. Another Ethereal Armor might keep them real honest and force them to start using that Moment's Peace. I think this player's a little too timid to be playing elves. They got to start thrashing, you know? Life gain. This is much better artwork. What a lithe woman. All right. Svelte even. So many flyers. You think you're in Philadelphia? Vanguard. We can trap that, and there's not many creatures out and about right now. I'm going to let that go. He's like, what is this guy holding? This is me giving the impression of being patient. Yeah, we got strands, we got blockers. And, you know, we have so many Oblivion Ring effects, and we just haven't drawn any of them. Well, we've got one out. Can't quite say that. There's one. Let's get the other elf out of the equation. Oblivion Ring. Find me some damn land. Let's go. Knock that out. That'd be cool if Oblivion Ring could even grab something in the graveyard. I'm sure eventually they'll have a card that does that. Scry. Say bottom. These are great when you can do that. Say bottom. Double trapped in the screen showing up. Hopefully we get a land out of the deal now, and we'll attack again like this. Keeping our Slumbering Keepguard up for Prismatic if we need to. Might get a block here. Oh, here comes a piece. Okay. Hey. Feeling pretty naked right now. Been sitting back on counter magic for like 4 or 5 turns waiting for land to show up, and this is when you really don't want to see like a Lead the Stampede show up and then just refill and get all these threats out. That would suck. No, it's, oh my god. Come on, really? Double priest out too? It's like, here, fill up your hand. Good grief. Top deck of the day there. Couldn't have been a land or a Llanowar elf or something, right? All right. Well, at least it's all just stuff I don't care about. So you have your Lead the Stampede. Ugh. Here comes a bunch of stuff. Not anymore. Now we'll have to start blocking that Vanguard. All right. We'll let this through. I wouldn't want to use a counter on any of this stuff anyway. We're going to win in just a few turns, especially if we draw into Ethereal Armor number 2. Thank goodness there wasn't a Quirion Ranger. That with the Vanguard out might represent a little bit too fast a damage. Causes serious damage. All right, let's get a land. Six enchantments. Can make that Slumbering Keepguard pretty awesome and huge. Enough to kill a Vanguard. Boy, this dude should not be playing elves. Enigma 775, you are quite an enigma. Well named for the way they're piloting elves, but I'm grateful as I get to write these rare things called W's when you're playing something this janky. And then we get that. Blech. Okay, I'm going to sit back on you know what mana. Let's attack here. I'll come at him with this. Let's go. Hey, it's a land. Grogberg got me. I got so many. One time a year I play some of these videos and I'm just churning through. So I'm going to force myself to take a break this next one. And we'll get to some propaganda love here. All right. I think I'm going to risk that over the counterspell. I mean, it'll just live and kill it. Bam! Pretty good for a 1-drop. Smack. Crunch. No Quarian Ranger, no Quarian Ranger. Don't look a gift bridge land in the mouth. Where would be the mouth on those? I guess the underneath side of the bridge. Come on, just put a forest down. Just leave all mystery out of the equation. All right. We beat elves. We didn't deserve to, but we beat them. Hey, y'all. I'm going to roll to some classic Halloween stuff. I'll be back in just a few minutes after I get some coffee. Use the restroom. I recommend you do the same. Be right back.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. The demons squeal in sheer delight. It's you they spy, so plump, so right. For though the groove is hard to beat, yet still you stand with frozen feet. You try to run, you try to scream, but no more sun you'll ever see. For evil reaches from the crypt to crush you in its icy grip. The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
Get swamped with horror as Propaganda Studios presents all the classic horror films from the legendary Pachuca brothers. First, the 70s masterpiece, Howl from Beyond. Then, the fan favorite, The Faceless Butcher. Plus, the cult classic, Undying Evil. Followed by non-stop horror like Innocent Blood, Grim Harvest, Bloodseeker, Evil Presence, Twisted Abomination, and many more. A murderous mayhem marathon, Rakdos style. Don't miss Propaganda's horror galore. Coming soon.
And we're back. All right. I'm gonna keep this. We don't have any threats. We've got early counter magic. Mana's right. We're on the draw for I think the 4th time in a row. Another landscape. Okay. Can't we get some artifact land first turn so I can do the thing with Weakstone? All right. We got plenty of answers. We'll lead off with this. Watch they do it to us. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that was the Gore ad. All the pretty much every magic card that sounds like a horror movie mentioned. One of my favorite edits. Love that one. Oh, no, darn it. Well, at least this way we can sit back and counter stuff. All right, let's do that. Plan. Threat, please. Check, please. This is match 4. Yep. All kinds of spooky things planned. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's one of my favorite edits. I want to rewatch it on YouTube. I guess we'll get a island out of the deal here. Seeing that we've got a counterspell. What's this? Whoa, check that out. I'm going to counter this. Boop. All right, we got the subjugation can probably go since this is a build like no other. Just the card quality we're up against. Don't think we're going to be winning this one, but we'll do our best. You might see what we're on and just want to quit. Be like, get out of here, you jank pile. Yeah, if you go to our YouTube channel and look at all our commercials, you'll see it on there. It's called, I think it's just called Horror Gore Galore. I made it like a fake film festival showing like all the classics. Boink. Let's go get an island. Play landscape. Hey, we got a critter. It might live. Might not. Play this out. Boop. I'll bring out the critter. We'll drop a bridge. I mean a journey. Just to stop them from doing some shenanigans with ninjas and such. Pass the turn. Trip that for planes. And maybe, if this lives and they tap out, we can do a lot of harm. Can always subjugate that. Never a dead card. Well, of course it is. Oh boy, there's Scred. But is it even worth Scred? See? So, it's got to be a 4/4 or bigger. That I can make happen. Sacrifice this plane. Ooh-wee. Let's go for it. Let's just have some fun here. Subjugate. Subjugate. They're just going to flip it for ninja. What a weird sequence. This is sometimes the deck will win and it has no right to. No. Subjugate. No. Armor. Armor. Oh, 2-turn clock. Ha. Once they got snap, be like, wah, wah, wah. Scred's no good now. Yeah. We beat a real deck. Fast. Alrighty. Well, these are not going to be that good, but I don't want to get rid of them completely. But I do want to bring in some Hydroblast because they're going to be able to do stuff. So let's go all in on this here. I think that's too many. I don't. Keep it like that. Yeah. Let's give it a go. I can't believe we won. That's funny. It's another W. Wow, they're adding up. Well, technically, we can't count the Rakdos Quitter as a win. We've got 2 wins and a loss right now. But that's quite a few asterisks next to that claim. Again, I hope I don't run into Azorius First Wing. Nobody ever plays that little. I think it's a 2/2 flyer for Azorius mana, protection from enchantments. That's when you know somebody's ghosting you, right? Or sniping you. To win with jank. Yeah, Strands is always a really good call. I just don't know too much more about their list. Might be the right way to go, especially given that they're going to have Pyroblasts now. They know we're on blue. Is this Olivia? What's her name? No. You talk about. I don't even want to say it, but man, that I don't. When I play Rainbow Stairwell, I tend not to like to. So like, let's say you have Brood Braid Elf, you have to declare it as like either you're red or you're green. So there's two ways to play it. Sometimes you just don't allow multicolor, which is really makes it make a lot more sense. But if you do allow it, cards like that, or there's a rare vampire, Olivia something or rather. God, my son just every time he cast that when we would play those rules, he would just win. It was such a OP card. Flooded all day. Now we're getting screwed. We're gonna mulligan that. Wow, mulligan. Keep. Could probably lose this. I want early answers. I guess we get rid of the armor. Done. That hurts. There it is. Flying protection from enchantments. All right. Bring out the Cove. Now they're like scratching their head with. They're probably still running their Cast into Fire. Such a good card. Now where's our? Now see, we took out our stuff, and now they are playing an artifact land, so their mana is a lot like ours that way. Okay. Let me just walk right into this. I'm gonna go for it. Let's try to turn some stuff on here. Pitch the bridge at this rate. No need. Whoop. Yeah, I don't know if there are anything with protection from instants. That'd be a pretty cool little card, especially with all the edict effects out and stuff. Oh, one of my favorite. What is it? Aether Channeler. It's a 2 and a blue, and it has choose one. And you can bounce something, you can draw a card, or I forget the other ability, but that's a really good 3-drop that I like. But I keep looking at it, going, that could just be made Pauper legal. It's a rare. But all right, just in case they've got it. You know what? Next turn, if things don't improve and we draw like another land, I'll probably play the bridge just so if they have cast enough fire or whatever it is, they might get a little reckless and be like, aha, I'm going to kill that land. And I'm like, good. So we've got too many. I've always loved this artwork on this cove. Reminds me of a place on our honeymoon. We went to Cabo, minus the exquisitely, what do you call, exotic land masses here. If those were just like little sand spires, it looked a lot like that. Okay. Yeah, Guardian. There is that. I counter this. Do something with my mana. Don't let them get a permanent down. Let's go. Something, please. They might really respect this at this point. We'll play this. I'll bring out the bridge. Give him a hard choice. Got the respect now. They're like, that killed me last turn. What do you want to bet that's the first time Jace MTG has been killed with a Lantern Bearer? I would probably put that in the high 80% category. Maybe even 90s. I won't want to bet fingers, but might be tempted to. That was a respect move there. It was like Scred to this. It is. I haven't caught that, Dreamer Stango. Is there any article on it or something? All right, let's hope this works. Feels like they got PauperRBust written all over this. Yeah, crunch. Modern Age is our best card. Yeah, we're regretting that counterspell now. Let's keep them off critters. Get our enchantment count up. Stop taking damage. Let's go. I'll just hold that land. Maybe we'll top deck Modern Age again. Already halfway through them. I like the threat level of our opponent. There's a whole lot of nothing happening here. All right, I'll play it out. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to have to take a big chance. Maybe they got another PauperRBust. We have 5 Modern Ages. No! Counter heavy. Be nice to draw the other Auramancer here. That would have been a nice sequence. What is this? Oh no! Come on. Oblivion Ring. Alright. That sucks. Yeah, good games. Yeah. Oh, it depends. Maybe they're landlocked. We might have another turn for the... We get hit by Alfred Hitchcock movie here. Alright. There's a companion for the effort. Find me trapped in the screen. Boink. All right. Such a cool card, Murmuring Mystic. I'm so glad it sees play. I was really worried that people would think it cost too much or whatnot, but I love having it in the metagame. All right. Double dog days are here. Woo! Can make it fly even. Get me. All right, we'll take it. That's actually pretty cool because now we got backup. Want to kill one of the dogs? Let's go. Is that... Jeez, how many counterspells this guy got? That's the third one in just the first few cards. Yowza. All right, what are they doing here? They're doing stuff. They're trying to draw cards. I'm going to say no, just for tempo's sake. I don't want them to draw that card. Boink. No. No ramp for you. Holy Light. Yeah, I know. There's one thing we learned today. Should have gone back in time and brought Holy Light to the party. I can make one of these little doggies fly. That'd be pretty funny. Our land's still not all that great. I'll get one of our life back here. Drop the cove. You gotta drop the cove. Drop the cove. Screentime. We should call it slow enchantment death. We lost to Jund, beat Rakdos, beat Elves with a huge asterisk. Asterisk near all the victories. Here we are. Trouble with tribals. Little Star Trek reference there. More red. We're going to do it again, folks. I'm tired of this. No advantages. I know they're getting birds out of the deal, but I got to do something here. Boop. Knock it off. I should be saving those for Screds, but I'm in a feisty mood. Let's go. So keep in mind, if you do have a deck that has a big fatty like a Brine Giant or such, and you have access to blue, Lantern Bear is a neat little trick. You get early aggro, and then later on you make your dude have evasion. It's pretty sweet. Got counterspell number 15. Let's see. All right, cool. Yeah, I hope we get rid of a land here. Don't be good. Oh, no, it's like the best card in our list. That's what we have Auramancers for. Yeah, at this point, I'm going to attack. Let's go. I don't want to wait for a electrickery effect. I'll keep these birds down. Keep them honest. Darr. Now we're hellbent. This is when I really want to draw a land, so I can modern age it away. So we go blindly into the modern age. Woo! All right, we like this a lot. Boink! Let's turn off the Birdman, if we can. Can we? Do something now. Yeah, I was looking at Custody Squire. Who are they shooting? Just getting some more birds out of the deal. All right. Bap. I guess we pass here. Look at this. Almost playing respectable Magic. Answers to the answers. Modern Age about to come online. Give us a little bit of... Be nice if we see our second Auramancer or just another Ethereal Armor. Oh, that's a good point, Iso. Yeah, Tethmos. Iso with all these little like improvements. I'm wondering if he's building this on the side. He's like, oh, check this out. All right. Do we want extra flyer? Yeah, I know that trick used to work with Custody Squire with the double thing. I think they fixed that now, though, where it like highlights, or at least the last time I played it. That's always a good one or two of. It's such a beast if you get into that stage of the game. We're pretending we have counter magic. We do not. Some idiot used it on double cleansing fires. But I think if they would have had it, they would have used it there. Modern Age. Oh, do I want to get rid of Trapped? I think I do. Let's go. And we get countered again. Okay. All right. We'll save that Trapped on the screen for something a little more respectable. Stave off the damage here. I had a sort of Skyfisher effect. This is where I could have trapped there and grabbed a token and then returned it. All right, there's a trapped target. Unless they draw into their other removal here. We'll find out real quick. Nope, no removal. Would have used it. So that probably means they've got either another negate or their last counterspell. Yo, dog, I hear you like counters. I counted your counters. I have counters for your counters. All right. It's nice. The rest of your deck shows up here. Let's go. Dropped in the screen. Whoa. I guess if you're in a pinch, you could trap in the screen your own dog and then Oblivion Ring the trap to draw a card if you're really desperate. Have a whole lot of mana, like playing bad Magic. Woo! Ephemerate Extravaganza. Yeah, here we are. All right. We're really waiting on Ethereal Armor, but I have a feeling they're waiting on Scred. We have to keep representing that we have a Hydroblast in hand. We do not. Whoa, don't see that happen often. Pretty cool. Well, I guess you'd have to do it in the other order then, right? Does Trap say it that way? An opponent controls, you're right. This is just permanent. Pretty darn even with this one's flexibility and this one's ward. It's that you can make a white Tron list with just put in all of these effects. There's so many Oblivion Ring style effects out there. All right. Hey, Safeguard. That's pretty good. Especially because we can keep it alive. But I can't live through a Scred, so that sucks. Should I try to give it flying? To see what we're going to get next turn? Let's try it. I'm sure they're going to be able to kill this, but let's give it flying. Anything we get to scry, make sure we don't hit a land. They have to have a Scred by now. I mean, I'm just giving them like a 2.5 for 1, or 2 for 1.5. Oh, I thought that put that on the stack right when I did it. Oh well. Oop. So reverse what I said about Oblivion Ring order. Oh yeah, that wouldn't work regardless. Never mind. All right, do it with a journey then. All right, there's our next target. We're gonna make more birds. Can't believe we're staying in this game. This is a really top tier list. All right, you can have it this time. Draw your card. Get your birdie. Oh, really want to put Ethereal Armor on my Vector Glider. But I really want them to be tapped out. We've only seen 2 Screds. 1 Lightning Bolt. My goodness, how much damage do you need? Usually this list only run 2 Mystics. So hopefully this draws a counter. Do this here. You know what? I'd rather lose the dog. I'm just going to go all in here. I'll put it on the dog. Keep this as defense. Wait, they've got Scred. They've got to draw another one to kind of deal with this, right? It's just a counterspell again, or there's the 4th one. Dang it. Well, good news, we've got another Auramancer heading our way pretty soon, I would hope. This is one of those strange matchups where I really want to draw another one of these keep guards. Yeah. Get +6. Not bad. Uh-oh. Did they pay the ward? Trapped in the screen. Hey, they broke our TV. I'm not going back to the zoo for another set. That didn't even make sense. Radio Shack. Anybody old enough to remember those? Out here in the States, used to see Radio Shacks everywhere. Every little strip mall. Now they don't exist. All right, game's over. Here they go. We're just going to ship it here, guys. Concede. Those damn Archaeomancers. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. 2 less here. Bring these in. These aren't too effective in this matchup. Let's try that. Boop. All right. Tiebreaker. First one of the day. Take another quick coffee break right after this, and we'll come back for the last matchup. Yes, want to play? This sucks. Mulligan. Guess we'll keep this. Probably get the Modern Age countered, and then we'll mop it up with Auramancer. Remember, short circuit on the trip to Radio Shack. Oh, that's right. Keep. But I call it on the bottom. Which one shall we do? You know, if I do this, this is when we stop drawing lands, but I'm going to chance it. We'll say done. Lead off with a Cove and go. We're already winning. Look at that. 21 and what? 20. Oh, thanks, Iso. Yeah, props to our opponent for not quitting. This is a pretty jank pile, but I like it. To draw a card or not to draw a card. Want to get the dog out? Let's get out Modern Age since we've got Prismatic in hand. Sure. Bloop. There we are. That'll at least negate something. It can't be pyroblasted. And what's this? Augur? Nope. Cleanser. That's a beautiful little piece of art. Almost suggests like the like that's a lotus petal or something, right? Oh, Oblivion Ring. Can't you hit lands, please? What to get rid of here? I guess Oblivion Ring. Discard a card. I'll get rid of the ring. Play this out. 4 lands. Let's bring out the dog. Do I just throw this on there now? We can keep it alive with 1 turn for Scred. I guess we'll save it for this. A little bit better value. Oh, I never heard of WizKids Comics, Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, that was always just like all these just janky little ways of fixing VCRs or tying your TV to some new Atari or horrible like radio controlled cars. It's amazing they lasted that long as a store. All right, let's keep them honest and see if they got it. Should we just put it on this and then, or do we wait? Let's wait. Yeah. That's Modern Age. What do we have here? A Hydroblast. We do nothing against that. All right. Well, I'll try it now. Do I want to put it on the dog? We do have an Auramancer. I'm going to put it on the glider just because if it sits, I'll hang back on the companion because we can keep things alive through Scred. Might not need to, though. I mean, that's a 6. It's got to have double land drop. Or actually, no, there's only three of those out here, so I'm not too worried about that. I'll attack. What is this? Oh, does this destroy evil? Ouch. Therbin Charm. Remember at the top of the show when I said what we're most afraid of? That was one of the ones I mentioned. And 1-for-1's a lot of our best threats, or it can just take stuff out. It's such a good card. Still far away from making that commercial. Got the script written. Thank you all for your input on the community tab of our YouTube page. Therbin Cologne. Thanks to Little Fight for a lot of the AI tricks you're going to see. I've just been in a funk. I don't know. Just not feeling like editing too much lately. The idea is there. All right, we'll journey that bad boy so it doesn't get ephemerated all day long. Ruin our entire day. All right, sit back. I wouldn't mind drawing a land here. Then we can Auramancer, back a Modern Age, sit back on counter magic. That's the theory. Come on, land, said nobody ever. Hey, look at that. Yeah, it's bad right now. Of course, I could keep it alive via Prismatic. Let's try Plague of Magic. Bring this out. Is it counterspell worthy? Auramancer. Keeping the auras at bay. Be like a 80s show like with Knight Rider. Auramancer, tonight at 11. Ethereal Armor is pretty damn good. But so is Modern Age. What do y'all vote? Ethereal Armor? Porcelain Legionary, yeah. Oh man, Patrician Scorn. I forgot about that one. I used to love that. I love those rather than... Which one? Which one? I think we go Ethereal here. Let's go Ethereal. Yo. Yes. I want to do the good thing here. You go Spirited Companion. With Counterspell there and Prismatic, where I could drop the Keepguard next turn and Ethereal, and then have Prismatic and a Counterspell behind it. I like that. Oh, don't like that. Damn. God, I hate Auramancer so much. Archaeomancer, I mean. Darman Darm. All right, we quit. That was just soul crushing. All right, I'm going to roll to one more Halloween get up, and I'll be back with some more coffee right after this. This is pretty creepy. And we're back. All right, last round. Not sure what we're up against. Hey, why am I hearing myself? That's why. Here we go. Red's up. They're gonna kill the Keepguard. Let's see. We're gonna lose. Yikes. This is not what you want to see. That's going to be a whole lot of little dudes coming out. Let's attack. Hopefully they trade. They probably got a mutagenic here. Nope. Save it for offense. I would too. Boom, boom, boom. At least we got some spirited blockers here. What are we going to do? We're going to scry first. We don't need that. Bottom. And now we will draw a card. We don't really need that, but it's nice that we can just have a hard counter next turn and chill out. All right. Good news. These can trade. It's not the satyr. Yep, there's the satyr. Old school. I like it. Probably some combat trick waiting for us here. A little Dust Devil Town. Woo! Come on over. I'll do it all day long. Problem is those triggers happen regardless of being countered. All right, we've got counter magic available. Let's go. Nope, not doing nothing. We can make our Slumbering Keepguard a 2/2. It's worth noting. Grogberg. Grogberg's usually in the chat, aren't they? I'm sorry for the fizzing soda. My wife almost never drinks coffee until Saturdays, and I make a big pot for propaganda, and then she drinks it all. Wow! Look at this. Martial Glory. Target creature gets 3-0. This other one gets this. But when comrades are dying around you, inner strength must carry the day. No. They still get all the abilities, though. Whoosh. That's right. Oh, what to do? Do I double block here? I don't think so. And that was through. Darn it. I don't know why I didn't attack with the little dude. Doink. Not the time. Not the time. We'll play this out. We'll sack it now. Get a plains out of the deal. Hopefully this will stop us from drawing so many lands. We've already got too many in our hand. Representing a 2-block here. That ain't so bad. Especially once I get rid of my counterspell, I'll be happy with all these lands. I'll start activating if we're alive. Boros cards, they're so nice and bright. This dude has haste. This represents more stuff. I'm going to counter this too. I just got to stay alive and hope we can do stuff. 10th District Legionnaire. Yowza. All right. Those are just going to keep coming, aren't they? I'll take it one more time. Really considering double blocking that satyr. All right, that helps. If I do this, I can threaten the activation too. So let's try this. Boink. Scry first. See if we want it. We want it. I'll say top. I'll draw the card. Yeah, remember what I was saying? I was lying. We're going to do this now. Draw a card. Discard a card. Get rid of that bridge. Given our mana situation there, sure, we'll draw that. We'll be able to get rid of probably the satyr. I don't think we have to worry too much about this dude. Given that, we're going to attack. Neat little interactions with this Keepguard. Like somebody said, I think it was ESO, a lot of card for a 1-drop. Whenever an enchantment enters Scry, then it gets huge. Remember when that was spoiled, everybody was like, oh, 1-drop for hexproof. Maybe. More like heroic. Well, they obviously have an amplifier. Let's try to take out the one that we're worried about here and see how much damage we're going to take. Just like a mutagenic play here, or they have another little martial glory effect here. Karum. Oh, I like this card. Next 1 damage that we dealt is dealt to another creature instead. Draw a card. The artwork says it all, just like, oh, oops. The mouth is just like, ah. All right. Darn it. That's quite the good play. Man, it would have been so cool to not play this and be able to activate that. Uh-oh. Little redirect. Pop, pop. Bam. Now, we went from feeling like we were in the driver's seat to this. What the hell? Discard a card. Sure. We'll get rid of that. Wow, we don't really have any enchantments in our yard, do we? Oh, yeah, we got Spirited. Maybe that's the play. Darn it, deck. Can't get any linear advantage here. Gonna have a good blocker next turn. Would be nice to keep a counter magic up. Maybe just have a big body instead. Let's do that. Auramancer, get a body out there, and then get another body, and draw a card. Yes. Draw the cards. Did we play land yet? I guess that answers that. All right, we'll chill out. I will trade with that hoplite all day long. Especially, we're almost in single digits now. I don't know, maybe it's not worth doing. Alrighty, that does haste. Gets a counter. All right, well, that's trapped for the screen. That's got some screen time on it, right? Have we seen any lightning bolts yet? I expect to see one here. Well, this has tricks written all over it, doesn't it? Let's see if we can survive here. Not too worried. I'm going to just see if we can keep things honest. Offer up a trade. Zapolio. Where's this targeting? All right. I take 4. I'm not sure what's most likely to go. Not what I needed, but we do have a blocker. This has got Prismatic Strands written all over the next game. I'm just going to play this, kick it immediately, kill our probabilities here. Only 3 left, trapped in the screen. Oh, which one shall we choose? This one will keep getting bigger. So will this. I'm going to go with this. All right. That's our blocker. Gonna have to keep this alive. Say no. Probably got another trick. It'd be amazing if they don't. There's 3 cards in their hand. We know they're not lands. Well, we don't know that. Kind of do. Maybe they're playing Inside Out with Tireless Tribe. So another 10th district showing up. Another card I have to read. Gift a trapped fish. Discard a card. Target player draws 2 cards. If the gift was promised, target creature gets 2-0. Woo! Yeah, we got the new Jester's cap for the wild growth if you want to spend all the Pauper points. I was trying to find something MTG related. I couldn't find a beret that was perfect Tim likeness, so we got a fish. Something I did not foresee happening today. Not a fan of that in this brew. Seems like you You want to keep your opponents from having any sort of blockers. Oh boy, which do we block? All right, well, I'm going to take out this dude. Let's go. Got another trick. Whap! This Crusader's staying alive. One of the best white combat tricks for 1 mana. Oh, a Dunce Cap. That would be pretty good, especially for some of my plays, right? Excellent example of don't play the land. Make them think that we've got some sort of trickery. Don't make your opponent's life very easy. That's the biggest error I see. I'll just be having a drink late at night and play 5 or 6 random people, and 3 or 4 of them almost every time, just like at this stage of the game, another land does nothing and they play it. I could have a counterspell here, right? Grogberg, this is pretty cool. I like seeing all these new cards. Martial Glory. I like the card Fire at Will. I think it's 3 white or 3 red mana. That's a hell of a card. So if you're rewatching this later, Grogberg, I'm sure you know about it, but maybe it missed your clutches. It's a pretty cool card. All right, we'll let him get us. Always wanted to play Fire at Will. It always rotates out. I'll let him have us. Look at this. Crunch. We're going to block with the fish. As we bring in Prismatic Strands for very obvious reasons. We'll call this Boros. At least we know they won't quit on us, right? Grogberg's one of us. All right, here we go. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to go really hard. Well, they might have some sort of disenchant effect, couldn't they? We're going to get rid of all our counter spells. I know it seems crazy, but I'm going to go really low on the count here. Weakstone's not going to be too bad here. I could live without this. I don't like that. These are cool. Let's get rid of this. Maybe 2 of these. 3 more cards. Got a lot of life. Probably be able to stay alive with this. Be able to counter and kill a lot of stuff. Probably get rid of O-rings. One more. I think I'll go like that. Hydroblasted. There's Commander Riker. Woo. Yeah, that thing I cut to while I was going to get more refreshments. I love the old days when kids used to wear, like, make their own clothes, like in the 1920s forward to about the 50s, before you could buy Halloween outfits. Everything looks so wrong, right? All right, we've got Modern Age and the Strands. This is a pretty cool little hand. Just want to hit some mana here. And one time we've got the early subjugation and this happens. We'll just represent that we've got the blast. Yeah, that's a good Call Mine Stab throw. I probably should have cut a land, but here we are, stuck at 2, right? Pangolin Wrangler. Woo! Oh, Pickleball's been... Yeah, I've got Pickleball to blame. This is the last show of October. I feel so guilty, but going to perfectly miss. We're going to Costa Rica for a pickleball. We're going to be playing with a bunch of pros. And then we come back for like 1 day, and then I'm off to the Halloween thing. So it's going to eat up 2 Saturdays in a row. So we'll be back on November 2nd and a lot more calming schedule. Hey, look at this play, guys. Check this out. It worked. No. Land destruction for 1 mana. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I think we just blow that out. Please give me a land. Well, I guess it did kind of answer my prayers. Let's kill this. Yes, kill. Bye-bye. Bring this out. Hiya. Hoop. There we go. This coming Monday's Thanksgiving in Canada. Wowza. My goodness. And now it feels underwhelming, right? A deck with a low curve. I was hoping we were kind of maroon their options there, but oh well. Hey, they're using a charm on that. That's a winning turn. Kind of time walks them, right? Come on, land. All right, I'll take it. There you go. Here we go. I'm just considering. I mean, realistically, I'm not going to put an Ethereal Armor on that, so I'm gonna use my colorful land to do that. And I'm gonna trip this for white. Boop ba doo. Scry first. That could be useful. We've already got one of those effects though, so I'd rather throw it away. Bottom. Draw a card. Yep. Oh, we got that. All right, we'll put Strands over here. We'll go get a land. Plains. Pass the turn. Here we go. I don't think that's worth 1 damage, especially with hasty critters. Oh, you're gonna miss the next show. All right, I'll see you in 4 weeks then, Chimpskey. Gonna blink and it'll be like Merry Christmas. All right, well, that's a lot of damage. But I've seen the deck hit even harder, so I'm gonna let this through. Especially with a Lone Missionary in our hand. Come on, just give me a land. Nope. No land for me. Discard a card. Yeah. I guess we get rid of the... We've already got one of the keepers. I'll get rid of this dude. We could get rid of a permanent here, and then we just take more damage. I could represent threats. Let me represent that we've got counter too. Do this. Next turn we're going to have a good blocker this way, so get our life up. Just chill out. Last few games, it feels like it's gone up a gear, like it's got some staying power. I can't believe we lasted that long against the Is It Control list. I forgot to write the last L there. All right, I'm going to do the thing, and then we'll be like, oh, we'll let it through. The Crusader. Always liked, if you ever put on one of these 300 helmets or Spartan helmets, it's actually a pretty cool design because the teardrop openness lets you see your footfalls, whereas having worn a lot of armor in my time, it's a thing. All right, let's block and see if they got any tricks. We've got Prismatic in the yard. We're just going to trade. All right, I'm good with that. All right, another missionary showing up. There's that. I'm really considering trapping this. Always yield. Let's see what we're going to get. I need land, but I don't want ones that I'm going to play tap. We'll say bottom. So I've already drawn this one. Since we have Prismatic, I'm going to invest. We're going to trap this Crusader. I don't want stuff going wide. We don't have all that many creatures to block with, so I'll see if we can do the thing here. This, please. And we scry. That's pretty good. I hate having a hard cast it, but we'll put this on top. I respect this list. It's hitting pretty good. I'll keep that back for Prismatic effects. We'll cast Billy Idol next turn, maybe. Oh, maybe go get Weakstone Subjugation when this is tapped, eh? Could Auramancer for the Weakstone after it attacks. Might be the move. Theremin Charm. Damn it. Arrgh, quit messing with my stuff. Well, at least it costs them 4. Wish it said does white damage to an enchantment. That makes no sense, but yeah, that's a good point, Dreamer Stingo. One that I would have missed if not for this show. All right. Well, it doesn't look like they have any combat tricks. One stab. Alrighty. I missed doing this earlier. Thank you for that, my friend. Oh, boy. I guess we're just going to trap for the screen again. Get a body, another white body. I'll grab trapped in the screen and make him have another one. Personally, probably would have targeted the Vector Glider there, but I could grab Weakstone, but I'm going to go after the... truly just get rid of it. Yes. Do you want to do this cool thing? I'll think better of it later. I'll attack now. I got Billy Idol back up with Prismatic Strands. We're feeling pretty good. Looks like we're going to game 3 unless they just draw out of their mind. Dreamer Sting was the guy for obscure tricks. I want to see the Theremin Charm, like the art direction. It's like, is this like carved on a tree? Or is it like, we discussed this the other time. It's just a strange sequence. Right. Well, we're going to call red here. 10th District doing some work. Probably baiting us with the, probably got like a bolt for our Vector Glider. Right when we have red on the stack. We'll see. Okay. I guess we block. You know what? Do I just block here and let that through? Maybe that's the play, huh? Sure. I'll kill the lady. Make him use another trick, right? Boop. It's a lot of cards for just 1 damage. I like this. I like this a lot because this lets us do 2 things. Bring out the TV screen again. Bloop. I'm going to go after the Crusader. We'll play Billy Idol. Hey-yo. Thanks for that, Penguin Wrangler. Let's grab the Crusader. Don't need that. Bottom. Take out that dude. Hopefully. Hopefully. Aha! They're doing the thing. Well, we keep the screen out. That'll give our little Slumbering Keep something to do. We'll play another Missionary here. And it's time to attack. Let's go. I got 1 mana. We've got Prismatic Strands. We're feeling all right. Yeah, I've been to Philly 1 time, and I was really impressed with their magic scene, so let me know when that's at. Maybe I can make it. Ooh. All right, we're doing the things. We'll block here and here. Call red. Probably losing Glider here if I was guessing. Feels like a lightning bolt incoming when this is on the stack. Gotta make him have it. Let's go. All right. It worked. Does it work? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, is it? Doesn't really matter. It's worth the life-saving moves. Red. I don't mind losing Billy. I don't. Pow. All right, and another one. And another. I don't mind this land here. It lets me go a little aggro here. 1, 2, 3. Hiya. Smack. Slumbering. I wonder why he's slumbering. Oh, I guess because he's sleeping. I didn't see the art real quick when I said that. It kind of makes no sense. I guess the quote makes up for it. Think like somebody falling asleep on duty wouldn't give you some awesome attack ability, right? It's almost like a drunken monk. Like you fall out of your slumber and you just swatting at people. All right, here comes another hasty. So we can trick him to go all in. No tricks. I got any tricks? Use them now. Boop, 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 boom. Whack. Red. Boink. Hey, we're still at 21 life. Not the worst draw. What are we most afraid of here? I still don't like that Crusader. Makes bodies go longer. Yeah, I'll take that dude out. I kind of like this. I mean, we're getting 4/4 bodies at this rate. I'll say top. Random land card maybe, or we'll put it on the top. I don't know if I want to attack here or not. That's a 4/4. Do I keep him back on defense? I think I do. I'm just going to attack with the Vector Glider here. Yeah, my brain gets dizzy when I start hearing rules like that split card and all that little lawyer speak. My son's so good at that. I asked him out of the blue the other day, like what Kickstart, because it was just like 1 week later after teaching him Magic, he was just like this, like level whatever judge. I was just like, good grief. And he gave credit to game nights. I guess he liked how they did it back about 3 or 4 years ago compared to now. I forgot what his critique was, but he just said he liked it better now. Alrighty, let's do the block thing here. I guess, do we want to get, let's not get greedy. We'll block here, do the thing, and hopefully we don't have to use Prismatic Strands. That's well said, Eso. I will never be a complete Magic player then. Does it live? It does not. So we'll do the Strands trick here. Boop. And still not take anything. Half my card for one of yours. Red. Crunch. And another one. We don't have that anymore. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Governor. Man, if this was an enchantment creature, that would be pretty sweet. Let's start representing threats. We're at 21 life, people. Let's go. Next turn, if we this way, yeah, we can just double do the guard here. This is quite a bit of damage, and the damage isn't going to be coming at our face. And if they don't attack, that's going to tell us a lot. Oh my gosh, I've only got 7 minutes. Grogberg's lulling me to sleep here. Oh, thank you. Not making me earn it. Oh, I've got time, maybe. Wait, that was a L. Now it's a W. Okay. What did we like? What didn't we like? I feel like I want to be more on counterspells, especially on the draw here. And one of you awesome people recommended we cut a land here. I think we might even cut 2. We'll get rid of those. And we'll go back to the counterspell plan. Hype. I'm worried about Grogberg. I'm sure he has a defense for that, but if he uses Therbin Charm on the Moment's Age, or what am I talking about? The Modern Era, whatever that card's called. Oh, guess we'll keep this. Be nice to have a journey, but our mana's right. We've got early removal at a time when it's really helpful. I cut a land or two permanently. That's very valid. Very valid. This deck, when you're under duress, especially against their, we didn't see it today, but you know, your typical red deck, really, when you have that many like Oblivion Ring effects, I need to get to 3 really consistently. So, and we've got Modern Age to just pitch stuff. So that's me argument, but yeah, I know what you mean. All right. Whoa. Poor Grogberg. Look at this. Mulled to 2. I didn't even catch that till just now. They're getting really good at that. There's a lot of things to bitch about with Wizards sometimes, but boy, one of them isn't. Like with the Troll and the Ent and all that, and you know, the Eagles and being able to fix your mana and go get it or have something late. I love the design of those cards. I think if they went back in time and had those in alpha, the game would be even more popular. So let's get rid of these while we can. You know what? Maybe I just bring out the dog here. Bring out the dog. I can offer a trade, maybe eat a trick, especially as hurt as they are for card quality, and then I can just get it back with this. We've got double journey. This is feeling pretty winnable now because of mulligan here. Modern Age. I keep saying that wrong. Modern era. Sorry, everybody. All right, let's go. Use your tricks. Not on me. All right. I hit him for 2. Look at that. Crunch. Or maybe I just keep guard here. Keep guard journey. Not in that order. Actually, it might be the best order. Yeah, change the plans. Let's scry here. Bring out the keep guard and we'll cast a journey. Get rid of one of these burly dudes. Pretty obvious which one we're going for. This one. Hello. I'm going to say no on that right now. Of course, at this stage of the game, that's a pretty damn good card. Next turn, I get back Companion, drop Razor. Oh, we'll put it on top. Clunky. Oh, we'll go for it. Yeah, Auramancer to get back the dog, drop the bridge, then we'll start playing Magic. That's the plan. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes streaming has taught me it really does help saying things out, like little decision trees like that. At least when you're streaming, because boy, y'all know I usually punt a little bit more than this. We're getting some pretty good stuff going here. Just playing to not lose right now. Yeah, I want to use that ability. Sure, we'll attack. Now, if he had the other, what do you call, Legionnaire out or Spartan, I wouldn't do that because any sort of trick. Grogberg, I'm really surprised you're not running Mutagenic Growth. I haven't seen it yet. Those decks scream for that. Free mana spells. I love it. Hey, that's pretty cool. Good drop. All right, counter magic is available. We could do the thing. We could journey. Let's try and journey now. I can always dog armor here if it works. I'm just wondering if they have a another Apostle's Blessing here. There it is. That's why I didn't want to do it in that order. Now he can block. Could have countered there. Probably should have. I was kind of sleeping. We'll say bottom. Sleeping on the job. That's what happened, folks. Now it's already protected from white. Modern Age is pretty far behind. I'll do this and pass. That's a pretty big body. Plus we get to look at that. Cool. We'll say top. It's starting to get a little unfair now. We've got counter magic. We're at 3, 1 resource. I mean, we've got 5 or 6 mana that are done. We'll start sitting back on Counterspell, powering up the keep. And wait. 1, 2. We're technically going to go 3 and 2 today. That's going to be funny. I really didn't want to use this on this, but we will. Counterspell that, please. What are you going to do? They're putting up a good fight with 1 mana. I mean, being able to cast just everything under the sun here. All right, let's see if we can take this out. Cast it. Destroy target thingy. Bloop. It's over, baby. Whoosh. We'll do this. We'll get the dog benefit. Do the thing. Look at our cards. Scry first. That's pretty good. I'll say top. More bodies, right? Draw a card into that dude. I think it's better to just power this up. Raw. Come over for 11. Pretty respectable, Mr. Janky Deck. It's feeling pretty good. Get him down on 1 turn clock. Woof. Running. Might stab you in your... Ay. There's the plane they've always wanted. But now they've forced the block. Grogberg, I'm sure that list would win a lot of other times, but today's not one of them. Woo! The enchantment list from hell. Wah! So there we have it, folks. Our enchantment outing, courtesy of the original list by Tanner Bell. Again, we will not be back till November 2nd. Apologies to you PauperGanonites out there, but this little thing called life is calling me around and having a lot of adventures in October. So we should be back. I don't foresee any time off in November. Famous last words. So what did we learn? We could probably cut 2 of these for 2 Mole Drifters and maybe, I don't know, 1 ring for the 3rd Mole Drifter. I wouldn't go with 4, but there were a few times when I felt like, wish I didn't cut it. But I also like how lean and slick this curves out to be. And keep in mind, we've got quite a bit of draw here. I almost think a Skyfisher effect might be better than a Mole Drifter, especially given the mana and such. But, I mean, who are we kidding? We're not going to be taking this to any sort of a league or anything. But it's just a neat little mind theory and super basic sideboard. Just 4-4-4-3. We're expecting, the Red Menace to show up. And we saw a little bit of that in round 2 with Rakdos, and then the last round there with Grogberg. Good game, Grogberg. Sorry about that last draw, my friend. I was needed that to get over the hump. Very, very true. But I'm going to go out with 1 or 2 more little spooky things here because I can only run them once a year. So I'd appreciate if you hang around if you like Halloween and you want to see the rest of them. But again, send your deck lists if you got one that you love or you need a little tweaking or it's inspiring you to paupergan@gmail.com. I'll check it out and maybe get back to you, maybe not. I try to. And I'll come back as a much better pickleball player in about 2 or 3 weeks. Again, November 2nd is when we're going to do back. Apologies again for missing so much show. But anyway, thank you for that, ESO. And we'll be back. When I said I was going to be back. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your October. See you in November.